In 1966, 6 black men joined together to form one of the most influential organizations in the country to protect their rights and the rights of the people of African American communities in Oakland, California. Although the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, later known as the Black Panther Party, is often thought of as a violent organization, they considered themselves to be a social activist group working for their community.
When I enrolled in City College, I became more active in politics because at that time we had some stringent racist attitudes behind basically the police and the city government and stuff like that. And so as students, we used to try to study those situations and figure out ways to combat the situations. And I met Bobby Seale and Huey Newton on campus, and we used to have after-school rap sessions, I guess you'd call it, where we'd sit around and we would talk about ways of combating police brutality and gaining full employment and all the ills that the black community faced.
The Panthers created a 10-point program on their ideals, entitling it, "What We Want Now, What We Believe."
Faced what we thought was the basic needs of the community. And we did a survey of the community to see if they agreed with those things that we had drawn up. And by and large, we had people that say, yeah, we believe full employment. We believe in the jury of our peers and things like that. And so we say, well, that's a goal. Huey was a law student, and he knew that we could carry firearms and weapons as long as they were, we didn't have a bullet in the chamber and things like this. And that we had a perfect right. We had people contacting us from all over the country wanting to become part of the Black Panther Party. And as a result, we had chapters both authorized and unauthorized all across the country. And a lot of them, people that started the chapters on their own, they thought that the main thing was to confront the police. And so as a result, there was a lot of unnecessary shootouts and killings and all. But we began to express our other parts of our program, feeding hungry people, supporting different efforts on the part of the community, and lending our support. Labor unions, just anything that the government opposed, we participated in.
The Black Panther Party offered free programs to people in their communities. Many of these programs are still around today as government-funded programs.
Black community being told that they cannot learn, and teachers didn't want to waste any time with them. So we established what we call liberation schools, where we set up our own separate school with experienced teachers to prove all that stuff was irrelevant. The breakfast program, which is one of our most famous programs, we realized that one of the reasons kids couldn't learn because they went to school hungry. And teachers standing up trying to teach them something and their stomach growling, you know. And so we say, well, we can feed them before they go to school. And how do we do that? We do it by organizing people in the community that has facilities such as churches. Why couldn't we use their kitchen facilities, dining during the week to feed hungry children? And so we began to implement those programs and to educate the people that, run those churches and synagogues and so forth. And so that became very quickly a nationwide program, you know, and we would have a lot of people from around the country who wanted to be Panthers to come to Oakland. And we would teach them how we do things, teach them how you go out and ask people for donations of food and what have you to supply these programs. And so it became a well-accepted program, and it made the government take notice, and they got pissed off. And so as a result, they started lunch and free breakfast programs. They wouldn't have did it unless we made them look bad. And so that's how that came about. We started free health clinics because we had contacts with people in the hospitals, medical facilities, and we asked them about coming and donating a little of their time and their skills to help people in the community. And they did that, and they taught Panthers how to take blood pressure and all the rudimentary things that medical professionals do. And as a result, we begin to develop free medical clinics all across the country. And there's 2 left after all these years. One is in Seattle, and the other one is Portland, I believe. And they're still going. And they're supported now, of course, by the counties in those cities, but we had free medical clinics all across the country, and professionals coming in to give of their time to, take care of people. And we put the spotlight on a disease that is acute in black people called sickle cell anemia. And at that time, nobody knew about it. And we put the spotlight on it, and Nixon caught wind of it in his campaign, and now we're going to promote some money to sickle cell anemia. But he wouldn't have did it unless we put it out there first. That's how we got a lot of national attention for that disease, and now it's being treated all across the country. A person could get a degree in black studies. We accomplished that in Oakland. And after that, we had schools and colleges all across the country calling us, coming out to find out how we did that. And as a result, black student unions popped up all across the country. Yeah, but we were the first to start that. And to get an accredited program was a hard battle, but one of the first ones, UC Berkeley was the first ones that implemented where you could go and get yourself a degree in black studies.